Well, this engine obviously wants to be repaired, because nothing's being of any trouble whatsoever. Every bolt's coming out fine, which is good. So I'm just going to loosen those off and we'll see if the sump comes off. Well, there you go, the sump's off. So let's take a look inside the engine. There she is. So you got your oil flicker here, connecting rod in there, which is nice and straight. Cam in there. The push arms there. Crankshaft looks okay. There's a little bit of play, but oh well, it's running like it before, so, and I wasn't getting any noises from it, so just the rings to replace in there. So I've just got to hope that bends right and doesn't snap. But before I do go any further, I'm going to have a look for that on eBay, various other places, just in case, so I definitely know I can get one. But the gasket looks okay, that'll probably reseal. Just clean it off here and here and do like my dad said, just put a tiny little smidge of silicone or something around here just to help it seal again after I clean it all off. So yeah, there you go. You can also see the choke in the carburetor. Awesome. So yeah, there you go. If you're like me and this is your first look inside a Suffolk engine, well, there you go. That's what it looks like inside. So we'll see about whipping the piston out of there tomorrow. Cool. Well, the connecting rod bolts are finally loose, so it's ready to come out now. It has been marked at some point. Somebody's put some scratches there to mark the top, so I'm just going to take it out. Well, there you go. One Suffolk 75cc piston. 3 sets of rings. And they do look a bit worn. And obviously you can see the oil on the rings. An important thing to notice here, you can see the gaps in the rings there, are all lined up in different places. It's no good lining them all up in the same place, because then you won't have much compression. So yeah, I'm going to straighten that up on the edges so I can get it to bend around in a different spot. And we'll order some rings up and we'll get those old ones off. See, that bolt there is a little bit chewed where it's been off before. Somebody's obviously, it has had work before, you can tell. Somebody's definitely marked the top there with some scratches. So yeah, you can see just how much oil is all up the cylinder wall. That's quite a lot of oil up there. So yeah, well, there you go. The piston's out, so now I've just got to order up the parts. The crank doesn't look too bad, doesn't look too scored. Yeah, it doesn't look too shabby in there. Okay. Well, looking at the Suffolk engine here for the first time in a good few months. This is the first time I've seen the engine for quite a while. It's been buried in that box down there. Yeah, so I thought I'll just film the final bit of part 3 of the Suffolk rebuild. So yeah, I'll show you what I'm going to do for part 3. For the final bit of part 3. So we've now seen the piston being removed, which is wrapped in here. There it is. 175cc piston and connecting rod. I've got one of the rings off. Here it is. So I'm just going to clean this rid off. That's the size of the gap when it's outside of the bore. So now I'll show you what the gap is when it's in the bore. Okay, so this is the gap inside the bore. Just turn this torch on. Handy dandy torch. Gonna show us it. So there's the gap now that it's inside the bore. And we're just going to measure that. Measure that gap with a feeler gauge. So I've been told that the rings need to be replaced if they're any more than 10 thou. So let's stick the feeler gauge in. See how much movement we got. Yep, that's a lot more than 10 thou. I'm going to take it up to 20. Okay, so this is a 20 thou now. So this is double what it should be according to the manual before you should replace. We've still got a little bit of play. Okay, 27 is a little tight. So I'd say they're about 26 thou. The rings in my Suffolk. The gap in the rings, which is obviously a lot more than the 10 thou maximum gap that the manual states. So yeah, the rings are pretty worn. I've got a YouTuber that's going to send me an oil control ring, one of those fancy 3-piece rings. And you've got random cats in here again. So yeah, I'm going to get that sent to me, and then we'll hone out the cylinder with whatever and get her put back together. Thanks for watching.